concerns at a couple of losses?
No, not particularly. I was really quite pleased, particularly with the second half. I thought it was for a practice match, really intense game, really high level intensity of both teams. So really quite pleased. The concern at half time was our sloppiness, some fumbles and drop marks, and allowed them to score off some turnover. But it was more we just played without some penetration, so just been a bit cute, flicking around, switching it. So we asked for more penetration, so it was like 25 entries second half to 17, and won the ground ball, won the clearances, and plenty of shots. But our lack of polish at times hurt us. So those drop marks and goal squares and fumbles, and they counter-punched a couple of times on that. So no, I'll walk away reasonably content tonight, to be honest.
Will it take much to get rid of that lack of polish, or would that just come in time?
Yeah, well, look, I said we're going to need every minute of the pre-season. We've got another week, but certainly made a focus of it. There was some frustration of fumbles and drop marks and then some counterpunch. So, look, at the end of the day, we're a club that's coming from a month behind. That's the reality, and we opened the season. So we've lots to do and little time to do it. But I think we couldn't have done any more, and I thought we rounded out really strong on a really hot night on a big ground. Basically, the match rotations we will use. So. And we've got a couple of personnel to add in Fife, and Ballantyne will certainly play. So, no, we tick off a strong summer, and there's been some angst along the way, and I've been at the players a little bit, but we played a high-level team that's been in good nick, pretty good availability, high intensity. I thought we lacked some discipline early free kicks. I think it was 14-21 at half-time. So there was a bit of discipline, bit of lack of penetration in our play, but I thought we fixed that up, and if we had some polish, I thought it was a really quite strong second half, to be frank.
If Fife and Ballas are going to play,
yeah.
Only Zach Clark, probably not, from your last year's grand final team. How many sort of contenders have pushed their way close to getting into that team?
Yeah, look, it's hard to answer at the minute. I think Sheridan was really good. I think his second half was really strong. Who else? There's a few Jack Hannes sort of standing up. Who else has come in? I'm not too sure. Well, Gumbleton's gone down. Sylvia will play at Peel tomorrow. Morabito will play at Peel. We've still got Ibbotson, to come back, and Clancy. So yeah, the Crosby's been playing, Neil's been playing. So there's a bit around the edges.
And does Jack Hanneth get that number 2 ruck position?
I don't know. He's fighting with Tabernar. I thought Tabernar worked in the game quite strongly late. Look, we tapped out Pav at half time. So they're things we'll take away. I think you can have a look at it, who's been playing, and probably wait to round 1 and see who's in and who's out, and we'll be able to tell you in its totality who's in and who's out from last year.
You mentioned Morabito, so is he playing?
Yeah, he'll play at Peel tomorrow. He'll play some limited game time, but he's playing, so it'd be worth making the trip down.
Excuse me, is it tomorrow or Saturday?
Oh, is it tomorrow? Saturday, yeah. Saturday, sorry.
So that's obviously a big occasion for him.
Well, not particularly. I think we'll make it into a big one. I think it's significant in that it's his first competitive game back, but, I would really implore us to respect his privacy, and he'll speak at the right time. It'd be good just to see him play and enjoy his footy, So it's a significant milestone on where he wants to get to,
How many minutes is he scheduled?
Oh, I'd have to check in, I think it's going to be quite solid. Yeah, I couldn't tell you exactly.
Hathaway is going to play half today? Is that all?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Look, he didn't play any minutes last year. He's up over 300 minutes. It's that risk profile, risk versus reward. So he's ready to go. He's in immaculate condition, barring misfortune.
You touched on a couple of things to clean up inside. You guys, you're all meticulous, all clubs, but do you actually change? Do you have to do anything extra next week now? An extra session of any kind, or?
No, we'll just go through the process, review it, use the footage to reinforce it. Prepare for Collingwood. They've had a good look at us. We've had a good look at them. We'll ask some serious questions of the Collingwood Football Club, and they'll ask some serious questions of us. So we're really excited about the challenge. Really excited.
What about the occasion, that launched the season? First time Fremantle have been on such a big stage.
It's round 1, 4 points. All I know is we're playing a big Melbourne club. We love to play anywhere, anytime. So that's what we pride ourselves on, and that will be the aim.
And Eddie, how do you come to you guys have established?
We play anywhere, anytime. We don't care where. And I'm sure Collingwood don't care. Yeah.
Ross, just on Nathan Fife, can you clarify what the issue is is, and are you confident?
Yeah, he's fine. He just wrenched his knee a little bit because of who he is and how important to our midfield. It's been a no risk. So he's been punching out massive Ks and he was desperate to play. But he, again, the benefit of getting lots of minutes into them early is you can be a bit more conservative, and that's clearly what we were in this case.
Any injury concerns out of tonight?
Not that I'm aware of, yeah. Michael Walters has been reported, so... I think it was down the far end. I think it was a rough conduct or something. So.
And just on Zach Clark, how's he progressing with his...
Yeah, really well, yeah. So you'll see him in football. He's, you know, if we were desperate, we could throw him in, but fortunately people are standing up, so we don't need to. So, yeah, those tall stocks, we all know, aren't ideal. And Michael Apnis, our first round pick, he'll play next week, and he's a competitive beast. But unfortunately, we've had to... He's had a previous Rico that we've been strengthening him in the long-term process of looking after him, but he's been in full training and he's a real competitive beast. So, you know, he's on the long-term there. Tabernar's growing, obviously. But Clark and Griffin and Bradley have been significant tools for us, you know, and Alex Savani's back in training. So, yeah, touch wood, things are moving in the right direction, but we're going to need a little bit of time for those guys. But
well, you have a few boys. How many boys will play with Peel on Saturday?
Oh, I couldn't tell you exactly. There'll be a fair few, though, yeah. If I could just, yeah, Simon Lloyd takes care of it. I know there's a number, you know, so Tabernar and Smith will play with emergencies tonight, but I couldn't tell you exactly how many.